Hey guys, what's up? It's Rygar the Destroyer, and today we're going to be taking a look at the Forces of Destiny Ahsoka Tano. This is a really amazing toy, but before we take a closer look at it, let's go ahead and take a look at its packaging. Here it is, pretty standard for the Forces of Destiny line. It's got, a nice background back here, and this particular one has Clone Wars Anakin in the background, then a nice image of Ahsoka down here in the bottom. Then on the back, there is a brief description, and of course if you'd like to read that, you can go ahead and just pause the video. And then it's got some more Forces of Destiny artwork here, as well as it talks about the action feature. We'll talk more about this definitely later in the review, just be aware that it's on the packaging there. So let's go ahead and take a look at the figure itself here. Now Ahsoka stands at about 11¼ inches tall, so she's right in scale with your 1/6 scale figures. Honestly, I think because of the kind of cartoony design of a doll like this, I think it kind of lends itself to the kind of early Clone Wars era Ahsoka, and I think definitely the costume reflects that as well. As far as accessories go for this figure, there are 3 of them. The first one here is the longer lightsaber. It's got a really rubbery handle. It's nicely detailed, but very, very rubbery. And then the blade is nice hard plastic that's very translucent. And then they've got the shorter lightsaber as the second accessory. Same deal on this one. And then, of course, these do have the little notches so that you can hang it on her belt, and the blades are removable, so you can remove those and kind of just hang the hilt on her belt. And then finally, this is actually my favorite accessory. She comes with a loth cat, and this loth cat is very small. It's very, very undersized for the scale of this figure. However, it works perfectly in scale with your 1/12 scale figures. This is the Black Series Kanan. As you can see, this loth cat looks amazing posed next to him. So I'm really, really excited to have gotten this. And just so I can show you here, stands about 2½ inches tall. And it's got a very nice sculpt, as well as some kind of minimal paintwork on there. Very, very cool. As far as the figure itself goes, it does have that action feature, like I mentioned. Like a lot of these Forces of Destiny figures, I think all of them, if you squeeze her leg, she kind of flicks her waist and the arms kind of move a little bit. I hate this. I hate when figures do this, mostly because she has no shoulder articulation or elbow articulation. You can't move them because they're part of the action feature. They're supposed to move a little bit. As you can see, like her arm kind of raises a little bit. Unlike a lot of the other Forces of Destiny figures that do actually have articulation at the shoulder and elbow. So really frustrating that they took it out on this figure, but it's not a huge deal. As far as the other articulation on this figure goes, she's got a ball peg in the head, which gives her a nice range of motion. And then no articulation in the shoulder or elbow, but she does have hinged wrists with a swivel. There is a swivel at the waist, but it's spring-loaded, of course, because of that action feature. And then you can bring her legs forward and back, but you can't come out to the side, again, because of that stupid action feature. If that action feature wasn't there, this would be an amazing toy. Absolutely perfect in all regards. So it's kind of unfortunate that it's there. It does have hinged knees with a swivel, and then I believe there's no articulation at the foot. No, it's solid in there. Overall, I think the articulation is the weakest part of this figure, but since it's the only 1/6 scale Ahsoka Tano that we've got, I definitely recommend it 100%. I think when it's standing there next to your other 12-inch figures, it looks amazing, even though it's not the most posable figure. I think it's definitely one that all collectors should add to their collection, in my opinion. So if you have any comments or questions, please leave them down in the comment section below, and I guess I'll see you later.